Good day, everyone. I am Franz Lawrence Indencio, and I will be your reporter for today. So, my report is all about the management of school finances. So, to start, the primary function of schools, namely educative teaching, becomes more complex every day. Yet, despite diminishing resources, educational institutions must continue to perform this function effectively. This situation places a considerable responsibility on the shoulders of financial education managers such as the school principal. So, the school principal, as the financial education managers, play a significant role in ensuring that the financial resources are utilized efficiently to support the primary function of the schools, which is educative teaching. So the principal is the overall chair and also the financial manager. So the principal has the sole responsibility in allocating the finances or the budget of schools towards educative teaching, towards quality education. Next is the principals must then have a certain knowledge and skills on planning, organizing, of and control over a school finances. So si principal, hindi lang dapat nga nasa office, nag-stay, spearhead or nag-oversee kang mga students, kang performance kang anang mga teachers, but also i-secure na ang budget sa school towards sa quality education and to attain the goals and objectives of the school. So, si principal is dapat wala lang tan na kumbaga naga-contain sa isa lang ka lugar or dapat is wala na lang gina-consider ang self na as the principal but also dapat nga i-consider na ang self na as the mother or as the father of the school, and as the head of the school he or she has the greatest responsibility. So here, in planning and in organizing the school finances, letter A, planning of a school finances usually begins with a drafting of a budget. So a principal should develop a total school approach or attitude to drafting of a budget. So dapat i-consider ni principal si student, si teacher, and the status of the school in drafting a budget. So next, in budgeting, there must be seen the different documents. So this includes first the financial income for the principal financial income for a specific year. So therefore, the principal must include in the documents of budgeting the or in his or her income in a year because uh, it would be in a form of transparency wherein as a school principal who has the sole responsibility in budgeting, so in order to avoid controversy, so the principal must attach in the budget plan of his or her uh, financial income in a year. So next is amounts allocated to a specific items to be financed from the revenue. So therefore, sa budget plan, makita is kung ano nga klase item, ano nga amount, kag para sa diin. And also, para at least kumbaga, um, dyan mamanan na it is really for the school. So, dapat ako na siya. Next is conversion of objectives into priorities. So, if the school has the goal in reaching kang certain nga activity na makapa-improve sa quality of the education, amo dapat ang i-priority ni school principal. Just like for example, ang isa ka co-curricular, the activities sa school is makatao kang another information sa mga student. So, dapat isara sa priority ni school principal. So, for example, ang kulang nga facility sa may school is amura ang nagahinder sa learning ka mga bata. So, dapat amura ang ka concern ni principal in order to reach kang isa ka goal kang school, which is to contribute quality education. Next is letter B is organizing the school finance. So a school principal or a financial manager must be knowledgeable in a number of matters if he or she is to organize the school finances effectively. So he or she must be familiar with the correct procedure applied in the school when the following financial activities are handled. So dapat maging familiar di tsaka si principal. So he or she must know how different kinds of funds must be collected. Kundi enable si MOOE for the equipment for the kumaga, it's a form of allowance kang isa ka school para nga i-finance ang mga activities ni dyan. Or isa ka budget, nga sources kang budget ni school para sa mga programs and activities. Also, like for example, sa mga funds, like ang itao ka mga paano maka-generate ng income sa mga alumni, not necessarily to generate nga pangwartahan sa ta. But of course, as a alumni of the school, they have also the responsibility to help to improve the school facilities and also to help the new generation. And also, like for example, ang mga sponsors, ang mga donations ni Bible. So dapat si principal has the knowledge, not only the knowledge but also the eagerness and confidence na magpangayo kang different na mga sources of funds in order to finance the uh, education of the students, because it is really important, because it is only give and take relationship. Though the more that you give, the more that you receive. So dapat that's it. Next is he or she must know how cash must be handled. Next, he or she must be familiar with counting procedures, and he or she must be familiar with the reporting procedure. Next is campus. Next is principal must have the skills relating to collection and application of funds. As to the sources of funds, these could be pwede nga in a form of per capita allocation by the department. Baga, isa po, sa English department, there are allocations of funds. Also, sa that funds is coming from the Department of Education or the National Fund. So these funds, or let's say the National Funds, is a financial aid assistance to public secondary schools. So share of a local government, special education fund, tuition and other school fees, income from the other sources, like the MOOE, or stands as the maintenance and operating and other operating expenses. Just like the CHED is financing the tuition of the students in the public schools. Next, this MOOE is the allocated funds for public elementary and secondary schools that can be spent on activities and necessities that support the learning programs and help maintain a safe and healthy environment in schools. So next is the trust funds. So trust funds are the legal arrangements that allow the individuals to place assets in a special account to benefit another person or entity. So trust funds can be complex and often require the assistance of an attorney to set up. Through there are online tools for the do it yourself. And also, what is an education trust fund? So an education trust fund provides funding especially for educational purposes. The trust can be set up to benefit a one person or a multiple family members for a certain group of people, such as the scholarship recipients or students attending a particular educational institution. So many people set up these funds to benefit their children, grandchildren, or the nieces and nephews. So they may also set up a fund for someone they are not related to but have the close relationship with and want to help pay for that person's education. Like for example, the trust fund is kinasari kumbaga kang isa kang person who has the capability to do it. For example, there is a rich person na gusto pa eskwelahan si person A. So that person A is a recipient of trust fund of that rich person. Next is the school fees. So the school fees is si principal dapat know na kung paano i-collect sa mga parents ang school fees. I must very familiar with the miscellaneous fees. So ako na siya sa public schools. Also sponsorships. The sponsorship is given by those who have a kind-hearted to support or to help the school in, of course, in the education of the young individuals. Next is the donations. So donations is either in a form of money or in a form of equipment or materials to be used in the school facilities. Next is funds generated by fundraising projects. So other fundraising projects, mga like for example, a fun run for a cause, like Brigada Eskwela with a twist or with something that kumbaga you could earn from that certain program, which is also in return it will go to the students benefits. And just like the income generated project, it is also a form of fundraising activity or fundraising project of the school. Next is on how to manage the school finances is control of school finances. So the school principal must ensure that each person in the school who performs a financial functions does not does the right thing at the right place and time. Of course, in managing financial, you have to be careful about it. So, therefore, he or she must at least be knowledgeable about the following. So, dapat ang isa ka personnel na mag-manage kang ito natin nga finances in the school has the knowledge in the following. So, procedures of regular reporting. Of course, in transparency, there is a need of reports kung ginagkanto ang mga finances. Next is the regular and punctual maintenance of all records, documentation, and the books. Next is the regular stock taking and prescribed audit inspections. So that is why si principal as the overall manager of financial uh, management in the school, dapat may naga-support ka na. Like the treasurer, the secretary, the auditor, who will be the right hand of the principal in doing such budgeting. Next is, the principal should also remain abreast of the assets and funds of the school, including operating assets such as supply. Dapat knowledgeable si principal sa ginatawag natin niya different ng facilities and different yung mga equipment sa silid kang campus. Ano pa ang kulang, ano pang kinahanglan, ano ang nagkaba, kag ano ang dapat pangaiisnan. So dapat naga-concentrate sa principal kung paano ma-reach ang goal kang isa ka eskwelahan sa isa ka institution. And also, by reaching that, you have these supporting nga mga bagay para nga magkaroon kang achievement. For example, the facilities of the school, the teaching personnel, the students, and also the conducive learning environment where everyone could enjoy a quality and meaningful education. Here, the quotation or a statement. According to Arne Duncan, a U.S. Secretary of Education, statement says that, and where you have a good principals, great teachers come and they stay. They work hard and they grow. So let's end my report. Thank you so much.